coming out of prison, I did not expect the massive, kind of like overwhelming. I'm everywhere. I'm here. I'm there. I'm on social media. Everybody was talking about me last year. So, creating genuine friendships is difficult because you never really know who just thinks you're famous or infamous and who really actually genuinely likes you as a person.
Hi, Gypsy.
Hey,
How are you?
good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you feeling now that you've had some time to adjust to life outside of prison?
I feel good. I still think that there is still a lot to adjust to, but I'm managing very well now.
Yes, and now you have a documentary coming out. You're succeeding in life. What has been the most surprising or unexpected part of your transition back into the real world?
I think honestly, navigating a social life. I'm still trying to navigate social media as well as friendships. Coming out of prison, I did not expect the massive, kind of like overwhelming. I'm everywhere. I'm here. I'm there. I'm on social media. Everybody was talking about me last year. So, creating genuine friendships is difficult because you never really know who just thinks you're famous or infamous and who really actually genuinely likes you as a person. So that has been the hardest thing to transition.
Yes. And your personal life has been under intense public scrutiny, How have you and can navigate um restarting your relationship amidst, the pressure?
Um, we honestly didn't have a plan. It was really one of those things that we're winging it. So whenever it comes to the scrutiny, we just hold true to each other. We lean on each other for support. A lot of times one has to be the strong one, and then the other has a moment of rest and weakness to just kind of let all of that sink in. And so it's kind of like a seesaw. We go back and forth with it. And so I'll be strong at one point, he'll be strong at another point. And that's how we just kind of get through it.
Yes. Oh, I love that so much. How do you define freedom now? Compared to what you once imagined it would be like. Because you know how you said you didn't think you would get so much love, people would understand you. How do you define freedom now?
I think freedom now is being able to make choices for myself. Freedom is also saying, okay, I am in the present, I'm not in the past, and I have the freedom to reinvent myself 20 times over as long as it's going in a positive direction.
Oh, that is so beautiful. That is just so beautiful. I really love how you define freedom. And you have such a positive spirit.
Uh,
Like, wow. So another question I have for you and Ken, you have been through so much already, What makes your relationship with Ken different now from when you were first engaged,
Well, when we first met and we were engaged, we were very young. He was 24, I was 25. Now we're in our early 30s. And so we've matured a lot. And I think it was the wrong time, wrong place back then. Now it's the right time, right place. And so the love is still there. The love was always there. It was just about timing. That made a huge difference.
That is so true. And one thing I love about this documentary that's coming out, there's like a second hope to it. There's a second chance. So
Mhm.
I wanted to ask you, what did you learn from your previous marriage, and how has that shaped your perspective on love and relationship?
I think that my marriage with Ryan taught me a lot about myself, and showed me that I had a lot to learn about relationships and marriage. There was something that Ryan had said in season one, and I think it may be episode one. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was episode one where he said, life is not a fairy tale. It will, it's gonna have its challenges. And I didn't understand that at the time. I didn't have the experience under my belt to really kind of sink that in. So after going through everything I did with Ryan, I apply that to my relationship with Ken. And I keep grounded in knowing that we will have bad days. We will have moments where we feel overwhelmed, but to not give up. Like, don't just judge the whole relationship on that one day or that 1 hour or that one argument. Really push through because there will be better times. And that's sticking it out for the long haul. And we have a child together. So that definitely gives us the motivation, that extra oomph to keep pushing forward in a positive way.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And you're going to be a mother, and privacy is going to be so much more important in
Hmm.
this chapter in your life. How do you set boundaries between, your personal life and the public's fascination with your story?
I think just trying to be a good mom and make those decisions based on, hey, I don't want to make my decisions based on what I want. I want to make my decisions on how they will protect my child, keep her safe, keep her away from the scrutiny, um, and just make sure that she is okay first and foremost as a priority, and then everything else can come secondary. So navigating parenthood in the public eye is always going to be difficult. But as long as I know and my family knows and Ken knows that we are doing right by our daughter, then it doesn't matter. All that is just kind of excess noise, what everybody thinks. Even non-famous people get scrutiny as parents. So it's just on a heightened level.
And motherhood really brings a different perspective in everyone's lives. And you're already such a positive person, after all you've been through, you come out on the other side. How has become a mother changed you?
It's changed me in the way that I think that I I'm braver and I'm stronger than I gave myself credit for. I am very, very strong, and I never thought that I was strong for surviving the abuse. But it wasn't until I became a mom and I realized that there were things that I was going to have to do to prioritize her that led me to feel like, could I really do this? And then now I'm doing it and I'm proud of myself for it. I'm braver than I thought. So,
Oh, that is so beautiful. I really love that because when people have been through so much, sometimes they're afraid that they're going to pass that on. And then how you become so positive. And you just said you changed your perspective. You want you to be more protective of your child.
mhm.
What do you want people to take away from life after lockup?
I want them to take away that, everyone is growing in their life. No one is completely finished evolving who their character is. And I'm relatable in that way. That's what I was doing the whole season is building my character, learning about myself, discovering what I'm all about. And I feel like that's relatable for other people too, that just because you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, that never changes. So go, I had the courage to kind of go for it, and that's what I'm hoping they kind of take from it too.
The last question I want to ask is, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I see myself as a wife, maybe. Um, I see hopefully a career for myself doing something that brings me joy. So hopefully success. And maybe possibly another child.
Yes,
Maybe.
maybe. Well, good luck, and I'm pretty sure you will get everything you want because you have such good energy and good vibes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.